All right, so first things first, we're going to get into last night's look.
Wow.
Last night's look.
Oh, yeah, we never get it out.
I like last night's look. So yeah, this is a fire on 49th Street. There's Good Samaritans using
garden hoses.
Waste of time, but when something like this happens, you feel like you got to do something.
Look at that, man. That is what you call. That's what you call fully involved.
Yeah, and there were some rescues that took place. I missed those, or they're happening now, and I don't realize it. But yeah, look at that.
Are they still? By the time you got there, though, I heard on the scanners that the first arriving the unit said that all the people were out of the house.
There's a total of 9 people, is what I heard, and then I also heard 13. I heard 9 over the scanners. Another station is the one who told me 13. I just know there was a lot. There was 5 adults and 4 children, and their home went up in flames.
Yeah.
Can you feel the heat from
Yes.
where you're shooting?
On that particular one, I definitely felt the heat. I felt the heat. I was standing right next to that stop sign. There's a tree right next to it. I was posted against the tree when I had that opening shot, and I was definitely warm.
Yeah.
I was feeling it gnarly. That was a little mishaps with LAFD, unfortunately. I kind of stopped rolling that. They don't want to see that happen. So yeah, there's a big fire. 2-story. Is it a workman home, Victorian style home, craftsman home? What do they call that? Craftsman?
Yeah, there was. I heard them, but I heard them over the scanners. I heard them mention a full-length porch on the front, and I was looking on the map to see where you were at, and I thought at first, I thought it was going to be apartments around that area there, but no, that's a 2-story house, fully involved.
Right there, we just saw Raymond. Raymond, we're going to hear a soundbite from Raymond in just a second. I do an unofficial soundbite with him at first. Then I feed my story. Then I come back and get an official soundbite with him. He's a hero. I told him he's a hero. He denied it, but he's a hero. He was grabbing children out of windows and saving them. If that's not a hero, I don't know what a hero is.
Yeah.
So yeah, we're just gonna watch firefighters put this thing down.
Anybody catch that on cell phone or anything?
Nobody
like
caught that on camera.
Anybody
Here I am talking to him
my
real quick.
understanding, yes, there are 3 kids on the other side and a gentleman who's supposed to be the father. They said that the mom already got out and then she went in the car, so I don't know.
What happened?
No, well, there's a fire. But we have the 3 kids and a gentleman over there.
Oh, okay, you got the babies?
We have the babies. The babies are on our side.
Okay.
So the mom is fine?
Yeah, so this is a family member looking for his family right now, and Raymond's over there showing him where the rest of his family is.
Wait a minute, that guy right there that Raymond was just talking to, that's the guy that lives in that house?
He's one of the 9 people that live in that home.
And he doesn't know where
And he didn't know because they all went out separate ways. When you have 9 people,
sure.
It's easy when you have 3 or 4, like, ooh, there they are. But when there's 9.
That's why it's always good to have a plan, for a family to have a plan when there's a fire in the home, right?
The plan is get out.
Well, yeah, but there's a meeting spot, they always, when you got that big of a family, you got to kind of prepare for, or at least plan for something like this to happen.
This is 50th Street near Normandy.
Yeah.
What they would have called South Central back in the day. How far from where you grew up is this?
Not too far. I grew up around Florence and Crenshaw.
Gotcha.
Crenshaw District, they call it now. Was there a determination of the cause of the fire yet?
Not yet. Fire's still under investigation. They had a hard time putting it out, what they call a knockdown, because it got up into that second story and just gutted it.
Lucky there was not a lot. It doesn't seem like there was a lot of wind,
Correct.
so it didn't spread.
Yeah, this is my last shot. It's blown out. So this is me walking back to the car. I couldn't resist. So all right, that was the fire. Now we're gonna talk to the hero. And what happened?
Well, I know I usually fall asleep in the living room. My wife came screaming because she opened the door. She heard someone, and she realized that there was a fire. So she called me, and by that point in time, the front of the house, we could see that there were flames, and it started to run up the side. And so immediately I turned on the water hose, went over there, and I was watering down what I could. Started screaming. And then all of a sudden I heard a voice, went to the window, and there was a little kid half partially through the window. So I took him out and asked if there was anybody else, and then another little kid pushed him out, and then there was a girl there. She's, I think, fourth or fifth grade. And she went ahead and helped me get out and asked if anybody else, and she said no. So I got them out. They came over to our house, and then went back over there, watered a little bit more, kept screaming, see if anybody's around. Another gentleman had made it to another window further back, and then he was able to get out. But the fire, like I said, it was really taking off. I got a chance to speak to the owner. He's on the other side with other people who live in the house, and fortunately everybody is out.
So everybody did escape?
From my understanding, yes, because the mom, it went with the neighbor. One of the people who live here already spoke to the mom. Dave, who's the owner, spoke to, he's accounted for everybody on that side. And like I said, we have the 3 kids in our house right now. The aunt happens to be here to watch over them. And then the gentleman, I don't know where he went, but I know he got out.
So, I don't know if anybody's told you, but I'm going to tell you, you're a hero.
No, it's not me. It's the little girl. I appreciate it, but it's the little girl because she helped to get her little brothers out. And she was the last one to come out. And I don't know if the gentleman who later came out, he actually, I don't know if he helped them and then went further back. But to me, it's the little girl because she, made sure that her brothers got out.
Thank you, Raymond. Much appreciated.
No problem. Thank you.
And that was Raymond. I call Raymond a hero, right? Good Samaritan, hero, whichever way you want to call it. That guy saved kids.
Absolutely.
And now look at his neighbor's house. Ugh. Still have hot spots all throughout that thing. I left. This thing came out at 3:55. I left the area at 5:05, and they still hadn't had a knockdown yet. So yeah, that was a pretty crazy fire this morning.
Generally speaking, you don't see a house fire just go up that quickly.
Yes and no. Here's what happens. During the day, no. And the reason is because there's more eyes out and more calls going to 911 faster. At nighttime, that's when you're going to get most of your fires because they have a chance to build before people can actually call 911. But yeah, you're going to get more of these at night than during the day. And I actually have a couple cool shots coming up here right after this guy. There he is talking to the firefighters, Raymond telling him what he did. I like Raymond. Raymond's a hero. Yeah. So we got some water drops. There's a bicycle there that got ruined, amongst other things. And that'll pretty much do it for... What'd I slug this? I slugged this. Family escapes massive house fire. So yeah, there we have it. And Raymond, you are a hero. The family says thank you. Yes, so does Loud Labs.